Hello Blue Moon fans! In today's video I'm going to talk about how to size yourself for a pocket belt. So I know this can be tricky for some people because there's a lot of different ways that particularly women's clothing is sized. I think people who wear masculine clothing have an easier time of it because the waist measurement on the trousers corresponds to your actual waist measurement. So if you wear a size 40 in trousers, you have a 40-inch waist, which is helpful if you are wearing masculine clothing. But if you are wearing feminine clothing, it's tricky because there's letter sizing, there's number sizing, there's, misses and juniors and plus size and blah, blah, blah. So for pocket belts, for most folks wearing more modern clothing where the waistband is actually set a bit below your natural waist. So natural waist is where your body splits when you lean to the side, and that is the smallest part around your body typically. And this is useful if you're wearing high-waisted dresses, like 50s style clothing is typically at the natural waist, or if you're wearing a corset or sizing yourself for a corset, that's the waist that they're talking about. For most people wearing modern clothing, the waist is actually a little bit lower, just above the hips. So my advice to folks measuring themselves for a pocket belt is to put on your favorite pair of trousers or skirt, something that you love that has a waistband, and measure yourself at that waistband, because that's probably going to be where you want to wear a pocket belt. I don't use hip measurement, I use waist. So the top edge of the pocket belt is where I'm measuring, and that's what the measurements listed on the descriptions. That's what you're going for. So for me, I am 39 inches at the waist, which is a medium. That's how I decided what to make a medium. Is I was like, I'm about in the middle of people that I've ever made stuff for. I've made stuff for tiny people, I've made stuff for large people. I'm in the middle, so I'll be the medium in my sizing scheme, and everyone will just stack up and down from there. So yeah, so my medium corresponds to like a size, 14, 16 in number sizes in women's clothing. So yeah, might as well, based on real human bodies. And I know it can be tricky as well because there is a range listed, and that's because, on my pocket belts, and that's because there's a lacing in the back that means that the sizing is somewhat adjustable, but you do want to try to aim for having your waist measurement in the listed range. If you're right at the edge of that listed range, you can always request a half size. I do half size, for custom. And sometimes off the rack, but mostly I do half size requests as a special order. You can always ask if you're not sure that something's going to fit you. You can always reach out and ask me, because that's what I'm here for. So get yourself a soft, flexible measuring tape. Put on your favorite pair of pants. Measure yourself, and you're off and running. Some folks, depending on the shape of themselves, sometimes people prefer to wear the belt a little higher or the belt a little lower. Just where you think you're going to want the top edge to be is where you should be measuring yourself. So yeah, it's fairly straightforward, but sometimes I know people have questions, so here's a video to answer those questions. You can shop pocket belts and all of the things that I make at my Etsy shop. You'll see a link in a minute to my Etsy store, and I'm making more videos every week and posting them, answering various questions, describing things about my process. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel because it really helps me out. If I get to a certain number of subscribers, I can get my own custom URL, which I'm really excited about. So please subscribe to my channel. Check out my Etsy listings. I'm trying to make new stuff all the time, so you might find some treasure that you can't live without. Thank you for watching.